Hello everybody, this is gonna be the 7th week of this new phase, and the agenda for today is gonna be the welcome, reflection, emotional content, that we are gonna watch a story about a boy, an honest boy singing a song. This is the way, page 103, we are gonna add out. Time to read. We are gonna develop pages 56, 57, and 58, and the contents on our student book pages, Unit 4 pages 50 and 51, the practice book pages 47 and 48, and finally we are going to have a little space to question and answer. Remember, if you have a question, you can ask me on this space. If you cannot watch the live classes alive, you can watch it because they will be recorded on my channel, and you can ask me if you have a question to my email address oscar020189@gmail.com. And remember that if you couldn't send my evaluation, your evaluation on this subject, you can do it, and you are not I'm not gonna rest any point. Let's start with our class.
Good afternoon, my dear student from first grade. Today is Friday, August 21st, 2020. And we are going to have a lot of surprises from classes. We are going to watch a story about a honest boy. We are going to continue for reading. We're going to use your student resource book because we are going to watch a video about vegetables. And we are going to talk about preposition of places in our student book. Let's start the class and enjoy it.
An honest boy. Once there was a very poor but honest boy named Paul. One day the king visited Paul's small village, and the villagers all came out to greet the king. The king was giving away cookies and candy. Paul and the villagers crowded near the king's carriage to try to get some. Finally, the king got to Paul and gave him some candy. Paul was so excited, he rushed home to share the candy with his family. When Paul returned home, he noticed there was a beautiful ring among all the candy. He thought to himself that this ring could make him rich, and he and his family no longer had to worry about not having enough food to eat. After thinking about what to do all day, Paul decided to return the ring to the king. Paul went to the palace and returned the king's ring. The king was very thankful and said to Paul, "This is my favorite ring. You are a very honest young man, and I want to reward you with this gold." From that day, Paul was a very rich boy, and his family never went hungry again.
Well, we are going to continue with our reflection. The reflection is going to be an advice that I will give to you. There is no elevator to success. You have to take the stairs. That young people, we have to understand that if we want to success, we have to take it or we have to work little by little. Many times we think that we are gonna shine after the university, or maybe we are gonna have a big opportunity, and sometimes we had, but many times we have to take the stairs, one step by step, and then you are gonna success, and you are gonna check it out that you are a star. You shine for others, by others, for others. And this is my reflection, this is my advice. Remember, we have to make the correct things on the correct way, and this is gonna be an own success, and we are gonna feel comfortable with us. Let's continue. Well, after this video that talks about honest, we are gonna sing the song. This is the way. Page 103. And this is gonna be this. Our next week is gonna be the last time that we are gonna sing the song. The next week we are gonna add out the song. And as you can see, this action is I brush my teeth. She brushes her teeth. I brush my teeth. I wash my hands. Repeat. Brush my teeth. Wash my hands. Brush my teeth. Wash my hands. We are gonna listen the song, and you have to sing it or try to sing it because this is gonna help us to pronounce better our English. Let's listen and sing. Remember, the next class we are gonna add out. And I have to give you an advice after you sing this song. This kind of actions, we don't have to do it only at the morning. We have to do before to eat, after we go to the bathroom, etc. Some actions. For example, wash your hands. And brush your teeth. You have to do it on the morning, after breakfast, after lunch, and after dinner. 4 times a day. Well, we are gonna continue before class with our reading packs. Plants grow. Let's listen and read. Some weeks ago, we began to read the story about plants grow. It's on reading packs, page 52, and today it's time to read pages 56, 57, and 58. But we are gonna listen to the last page that we already read. Remember that I will ask a question for every page. Look at the pictures, try to read it, try to catch the idea about the reading. Las plantas crecen. This content we are starting to honor a student, remember. Well, but before to continue, remember that we are gonna assess our vocabulary, our keywords, plant, soil, sprout, stem, leaf. Well, let's listen.
It is spring. It is sunny and warm. Sometimes it rains. A seed is planted in the soil. The seed will grow into a plant. The seed needs soil and water. Roots grow out of the seed. They grow deep into the soil. The roots carry food from the soil to the rest of the plant. A little plant grows out of the ground. It is called a sprout. The sprout needs sunlight, air, and water. It grows and grows. Soon the plant has a stem. There are leaves on the stem. The leaves make food for the plant. The stem carries food between the leaves and the roots. Flowers bloom on the plant. The flowers attract birds, bees, and butterflies. They drink nectar from the flowers.
Well, those are the pages that we are gonna read. There are missing 3 more pages. The next class we are gonna finish this reading. But I will ask a question about page 56. Look at the picture. When the seed grows, the first step is gonna be that the plant is gonna be a sprout. Listen my question, or you are gonna complete it. The sprout needs. What is the sprout needs? What the sprout needs? What do you think? The sprout needs soda, water, or coffee. Remember that you can type the answer on chat. Excellent. Water. The sprout needs sunlight, air, and water. There are 3 kinds of food that the plant is gonna grow. The sprout is gonna grow. Sunlight, air, and water. Page 57. When the sprout change into steam. And what is steam? How many leaves it has? How many leaves it has, the steam? How many leaves it has? One leaf, 2 leaves, 3 leaves. Look at the picture. How many leaves? Hojas. Hojas. Leaf is hoja, leaves are hojas. How many leaves? 2 leaves. And I will explain the importance of this. Because when these 2 leaves carry food, carry the water, and the plant is gonna grow. And finally, page 58. Which animal visited the flowers? What kind of animal visited the flowers? What kind of animal visited the flowers? Bears, bees, and butterflies. Bears, bees, and butterflies. And they visit because they like to drink nectar from the flowers. It's very important to say that this kind of animal help us to live on this world, because they move it between the flowers, and we are gonna have fruits. We are gonna have more plants with the help of bees, butterflies, and birds. Well, this was the reading. Remember that the next class we are gonna finish our reading. If you have a question, remember that you can ask me after on question and answer part. Here we are on a student book, pages 50 and 51. Are these bits is the content? Are these bits? Are these bits? We are talking about plural. We are asking about plural. Are these beets? Are these potatoes? No, they aren't. They are carrots. Well, when we ask if it is a vegetable, and if it's not the kind of vegetable that we are asking, because it's plural, we are gonna say no, they aren't. If it is yes, yes, they are. Are these potatoes? Yes, they are. Are these potatoes? No, they aren't. And what we have here, we have the stickers. The stickers are on page, is the 4H. exercise 4.8, and it's gonna be on page the student resource book. I will tell you, page 41. We have 4 kind of vegetables. We have potatoes, beets, onions, and carrots. We are gonna listen and we are gonna attach. Let's listen.
Track 47. Listen and attach the stickers. 1.
Are these potatoes? No, they aren't. They're carrots.
Wow, the number 1 says, are these potatoes? No, they aren't. They are carrots. Carrots, please. Orange color. Next, number 2.
2.
Are these onions? Yes, they are.
Number 2. Are these onions? Yes, they are.
3.
Are these potatoes? No, they aren't. They're beets.
Number 3. Are these potatoes? No, they aren't. They are beets. They are purple color. And number 4.
4.
Are these potatoes? Yes, they are.
Well, and finally, the potatoes, yes? Number 4, potatoes. And here we have the rule. Are these onions? It can be yes, they are, or no, they aren't. Trace a number. What we have here. This is gonna be a kind of vocabulary exercise. It says tracing number. This is the number 2. You are gonna trace, repintar, y enumerar. Cucumbers. Number 2. Cucumbers. Cucumbers. I will say the name and you are gonna identify. Cucumbers. Potatoes. 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 Tomatoes. 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 Onions. 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 Beets. 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 Carrots. 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 Well, we are going to continue with where are the apples? What we have here, we have a market and we are going to use the cutouts, the stickers. As you can see, there are missing some kind of products and they says, where are the potatoes? They are between the apples and the carrots. Ah, the potatoes are between the apples and the carrots. Here, the potatoes, yes? We are going to listen track 48 and you are going to identify the preposition of places. Let's listen.
Track 48. Listen and attach the stickers.
Where are the potatoes?
They're between the apples and the carrots.
Well, we already listened that the potatoes are between the apples and the carrots. Here, potatoes.
Where are the tomatoes?
They're behind the potatoes.
Where are the tomatoes? They are behind the potatoes. Behind. Behind the potatoes are the tomatoes. Tomatoes here. Behind, atrás. Between, en medio de.
Where are the cucumbers?
They're next to the tomatoes.
And finally, Where are the cucumbers? The cucumbers are next to the tomatoes. Next to tomatoes. This prepositional place we already talk about it. And what we have there? Well, as you can see, we have the sticker from 4C, page 41, and you can play up your hand. Where are the carrots? They are next to the onions. They are next. Where are the tomatoes? They are next to the oranges. They are behind the potatoes, so they are between the cucumbers and the oranges. As you can see here, they are using some kind of preposition of places. But what we have here, we have a surprise here, because it says that we have to watch the video number 4, and we are gonna work on a student resource book on page, I will tell you the page of this video. It's page 23, a student resource book, page 23. We are gonna watch the video number 4 that is gonna talk, I imagine that is gonna talk about let's go to the market. Let's watch the video.
Let's go to the market. Let's go to the market, Jane. What's on the list? Let's see. Where are the bananas? The bananas are over here. Behind... what's this? It's a melon. Do you like melons, Kim? Yes, they're delicious. But I really like cherries. And where are the cherries? Ah, the cherries are next to the strawberries. Are those potatoes? Yes, they're red potatoes. And white potatoes are next to the red potatoes. And where are the cucumbers? They're over there, next to the tomatoes. Great. Is that everything? Yes, it is. Let's go home.
Cherries, cherry, tomato, cucumber, potato. Well, as you can see, we already watched the video. You will work page 123, a student resource book. And it's very important to say about the pronunciation because you already listened that they use tomato, tomato, in tomatoes. And they use this kind of pronunciation because it's British English. This video is related with, and we are using North American or American English that is from United States. Well, we are gonna continue with our practice book. Thank you very much. We already finished our student book, but we have to taking in practice what we learned, and we are gonna go to page 47 here. Here we are. Look at this, it's very easy. The first instruction says trace, connect the dots, and write the answer. Write the answer. What we have here? Yes, they are, or no, they aren't. It's gonna be the answer. Look at the picture. Are these beets? Yes, they are, or no, they aren't? No, they aren't. They are carrots. Are these tomatoes? Yes, they are. Very good. And scramble the words. It's about vocabulary. Potatoes. Important to say too that on singular if it is only one potato, because we have 3 potatoes, plural, yeah? Cucumbers and onions. Then, here we have to use our preposition of places. Let's watch it and let's do it. It says, look and circle. Let's eat. Where are the apples? The apples are behind the cherries. The apples are behind the cherries. Look at the picture. The oranges are next to or behind the pears. What do you think? The oranges are next to or behind the pears? Hey, here. Next to, a la par. The cherries are between or next to the pears. The cherries are between or next to the pears. Next to, between is en medio de, next to, a la par, a la par. The bananas are behind or between the apples and the peaches. The bananas are behind or between the apples and the peaches. Between, very good. And the peaches are next to or behind the oranges. Next to or behind the oranges? Behind, thank you. Read and number. The bananas are next to the apples. Hey, what is this picture? The bananas are next to the apple. Is this one? No. Bananas, no. Bananas, no. The bananas are next to the apple. This is number 1. Number 2. The oranges are behind the cherries. The oranges are behind the cherries? No. Yes, number 2. Number 3, the pears are between the oranges and the bananas. Very good. Number 3. And the number 4, the cherries are behind the apples. We are going to make a little warm-up about this class. Repeat. Next to, next to, behind, behind, between of, between of, next to, a la par, behind, atrás de, between, en medio de. Wow, this was the class. We are going to have the question and answer part. And thank you so much. See you soon and take care. Bye bye. And I will wait for you on question and answer part.